You know, it's not going to be long before kids are back in school, which means shopping for supplies as well as clothes. Well, which means arguments between parents and tweens are going to commence. So lucky for all of us, stylist Darcy Camden is here to help us navigate what's giving this fall.
And this is personal for us, right? Because we have tweens.
Yes.
I have a 10-year-old.
Yeah. So,
And-
how did that happen, by the way? I still don't understand how I went from mom to be like bruh and being cringe.
Whoa, bro. Yeah.
Like, what? No.
I think the tween age group is like the most challenging age group.
Yeah.
Because younger kids, they kind of go along with you. And older kids are a lot more like they can go to the mall by themselves.
And they know their thing.
But we're talking about like
tweens.
8 to 13. Also, they tend to be more interested in like older styles, but they don't necessarily fit into those clothes. So
Yes.
they're more in like the kids' sizes, but the teen styles.
Oh,
and they
it's-
need
it's
their
a
parents
pain.
there. We're driving them to the mall. We're paying the bill. So like we are involved, and we don't want strife.
We don't want strife. And you say the key to not having that strife is to ask 4 questions.
You want to have a meaningful conversation before you even hit the stores. And you're going to ask 4 questions.
Okay, first question is, what did you really like last year that you still want to wear again?
You still like, you can figure out what from their current closet that is still viable. Do we need to resize things?
Okay.
What do we still like from last year?
Good idea. What did you like last year that you don't like anymore?
And this, make it okay to change and evolve your style.
Okay.
So like my son, last year he was all about the graphic tees. This year he goes, Mama, I'm kind of just into plain t-shirts. And it's like, that's okay.
My son will not wear dinosaur t-shirts anymore. It's breaking my heart. What is one thing you want to try? Number 3.
Remember that trying is not buying, and so it's totally okay to go to the store, try something. You're interested in overalls? Cool, let's try them out.
Yeah.
Maybe we like them, maybe we don't. We think about how we're going to wear them and what we might like instead.
Number 4, what do you feel like you need?
It's really important to establish like the difference between need and want because families are on a budget, and so we have to prioritize the things that we really need and then see if we have money left over for the things that might just be wants.
This is a really good idea. And I think it's key to what I learned this year as my tween is changing, her body is changing. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Old Navy. Nothing fit.
Totally.
Ordered the size up. It didn't fit. So I'm like, what do I do? I finally had to go take my kid into a dressing room and shop because I used to be able to just order everything online.
I really do think an in-person shopping experience is going to be crucial. Maybe you can order some of the things online once you know the sizing.
Know the size,
but it's really important to go and try things on.
All right, well, you did listen to some tweens and parents, and you found some of the latest back-to-school looks for tweens, so you get a little lowdown before you kick your kid out.
I have some actual cool kids here to do some reporting, and they co-styled all of these looks, so everything is signed off by like actual tweens. And I asked the participating families the questions that we just talked about.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to start with Anderson and Catalea. These are best friends.
BFFs.
BFFs. BFF for life.
Okay, so it's all about, we were talking about like what's giving. Back to school is giving 90s.
Yeah,
okay? This segment could actually be about 30 seconds long, and it would be cargo pants, baggy jeans, and Nike. Like those are the highlights of all of it. But like, I think things that are out are or let's just talk about the things that are in for a lot of kids. Cargo pants, and the cargo pants here, the sort of like the gray.
Those are like sweatpants.
They're sweatpant cargo pants.
Cool.
So I think you can find different fabrics if comfort is really important, which when I was talking to all the families, comfort was like the #1 thing.
Yeah.
And so I think you can look and find like, okay, we want comfortable, but we also want style.
Okay.
And those are from Target. Oversized 90s kind of patterns and styling is really, really cool.
I do like the striped shirt because when we were in the 90s, remember bodysuits were all the rage?
Yep.
But they have like uplifted it now and it's kind of cropped. It's very cute, but it's still respectable.
Totally. And baggy jeans with the holes. It's happening. We love it.
Yeah, we love it.
You know, it's a little bit of 90s grunge. But like this age group, you might be hopping departments. So it might be like the shirts in the kids section fit better, but maybe the pants in the women's section or vice versa.
Yeah.
So just know you might have to spread out when you go into stores.
I love this. Both of you. You are a vibe.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. It looks so good.
Thank you,
oh my gosh,
ladies.
she's so cringe. All right, so
Target and Macy's are the stores that we hit there. I was kind of lazy, or I was actually being like a real mom, and I didn't want to go to a million stores. So I went to Macy's, I went to Target, and I went to Old Navy.
Right on.
Everything.
Okay. Next we have Audrey and Tristan.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what they've got on.
Okay, so Jorts are happening,
jorts?
everybody. Jorts are happening. Jorts
are only cute on kids.
Jean shorts. Jean shorts. Found that, and what's great about this is like this is sort of a summer style that's going to transition into fall. So I found them everywhere on sale. Old Navy had the best deal, $10.
Okay.
Like really great. Like basic black t-shirt. Don't forget about your basics.
Okay.
You know, I think it can be really tempting to look for like lots of bright colors and lots of patterns.
And the socks, what is about the, like those,
socks are important. We could do a whole segment about socks. But yeah, picking, like, we want to see the socks in every show.
Okay, now my son, now you've proved what my son says. He's all into it. He wants to pull them way up.
No show socks are out. No show socks are out. We're always seeing the sock, whether it's a little bit or a lot, we're seeing the sock.
Right, okay. And then I love these overalls.
Overalls, again, it's like 90s, it's daisies, it's, you know, the high top Converse, a little bit of tie-dye.
Yeah.
Baggy is in, which is, I think, good news for parents because you can buy a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and it'll fit maybe for a little longer.
And also be cool.
Unless it's cringe.
Unless it's cringe.
You all look so cool. Are y'all ready for back to school? Give me a head nod, yeah? Yeah, well, you probably
Thanks,
not.
guys.
Thank you. All right. So next up we have Ronan and Rock.
Brothers.
I like those names.
Yep. Okay. So these guys are. We're gonna start with Rock, younger brother.
Okay.
In the all blue, and we're gonna start with his shoes because these are his own shoes.
Okay.
These are expensive, like limited edition, very very cool Nikes that he thought about, wanted, asked for his birthday. Like I think it's okay to make special things like this, like a goal or, you know,
that was
like
me this year.
And so then, like styled his whole thing. He liked his own outfit that he wore in way better than the one that I picked out.
Huh?
I did get a win with the gray Nike sweatshirt.
Okay.
Nike,
under the
cool
Grizzlies.
for all the kids. We layered the sweatshirt underneath the jersey, which I think is good, kind of going into fall. Hot tip, I think Macy's is doing the best job with like pricing and selection on Nike, which is what all the kids wanted.
That's good to know.
And then Ronan's wearing like it's about vintage sports logos, so it's like vintage Buffalo Bills. We did
a Bills shirt?
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
And then we did like a Nike sweatshirt. We did a jogger. He's in the fully sustainable Veja shoes. So those are a little bit spending. They're like $150 to $200.
I'm not doing that for my kiddo, but I like them for you.
Sustainability is important to your family. That's a really great brand.
Okay. It's the only problem is they grow out so fast. My son, by the way,
I know.
You all look cool.
He's sort of stopping growing maybe in the shoes. So,
okay.
Yeah.
You're too cool for school.
Yeah.
Thank you both. All right, but quickly before we let you go, show us what you have here.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So 2 other things. The fuzzy Crocs. Everybody loves them.
Do these come out? Because my daughter says she doesn't want them because they're not waterproof.
No, they're I don't know. They're fuzzy. They're $60.
But they're cute.
My son was all over they're very cool.
I wore Crocs to work today.
And then also Air Force Ones are like a big deal, but I wanted to tell everyone about the Nike Court Vision. Is really, really similar. Sometimes easier to find, sometimes less expensive, and comes in other colors.
Okay.
So that's a hot tip for people.
Another
Nike
hot tip
Court Vision
is look online too for like Next Up, Thread Up, even Poshmark, because that's where I found some of my son's shoes. Because I am sorry, but $150 shoes for an 8-year-old.
Totally. And a lot of kids grow out of things before they can even wear them.
It's
brand new, pretty much.
It's cringe when you spend that money. Thank you, Dars.
Thank you.
Thank you for keeping us cool.
Happy back to school. We go back next week.
Woo. Hang in there, folks.